welcome today to the Twiss Keir auction rooms here on Wednesday the 11th of August 2010. Roger Dawson, your auctioneer today, representing Sue Roberts and the Twiss Keir team. We have 4 excellent properties for you. So thank you for taking the time to join us on a very brisk morning here. But you can see with the sun warming up out there, the day is getting better as we go. Now, 4 excellent properties for you, all small rural and lifestyle holdings there for you, brought to you by Sue Roberts, as I said, marketing the properties you can see on the screen there, Medina, Tram Road, Barkers and Jackson's Road, and all of those, of course, will be brought to your attention over the next 45 minutes or thereabouts. Firstly, can I thank all of our owners for giving us the opportunity to present these properties here today. I know Sue has worked very hard with you, and you know, ladies and gentlemen, she's an excellent lady working out in that rural field. I've been right amongst the very top of our rural and small lifestyle holdings across New Zealand for countless numbers of years now. I go to our Harcourts conference every year. Sue's always up there winning awards for her work in this field. So congratulations again on another excellent campaign, Sue. We hope over the next hour or so that all our owners and potential purchasers end up in a very satisfactory situation for all concerned. Now, we do have some important rules for you to be aware of today as far as the conduct of the auction is concerned. Firstly, the vendors have specified a reserve price which shall not be disclosed to the bidders. And subject to that reserve price being reached, the highest bidder shall be the purchaser. If a dispute arises concerning any bid, the property shall be put up for sale at the last undisputed bid. The auctioneer, of course, may refuse any bid. No bid shall be retracted. And the vendor has the right to bid through the auctioneer. Now, just a little explanation on that clause, folks. It means that from time to time today, if we fail to reach the reserve price, in the first instance, we will normally allow me, of course, to place further bids on the owner's behalf. And if I do that, those words are very simple and straightforward. The bid's here, the bid's with me, or that's the auctioneer's bid. What that means is that, as I say, we haven't reached the reserve price and we're using that bid to either commence the bidding or to move the bidding through closer to the reserve price, or a point that we may commence discussions with the highest bidder. And to that end, the vendor may withdraw the property from sale before it is actually sold without declaring the reserve price. And just taking that a little bit further, if we don't reach the reserve price today, ladies and gentlemen, our normal protocol is to right there and then commence a dialogue here in the room with our highest bidder. And a couple of things could happen as a result of that. Number one, we may come back and announce that the previous bid that was on the floor has been increased and that the property is now about to sell. Or alternatively, the owners, in fact, may exercise their rights under that clause to withdraw the property from sale here in the auction room and sell it directly to the highest bidder without necessarily bringing it back to the floor. So be aware of that, folks. Put your hand up in the air so we know if you're interested and we can come and talk to you during that process. Now, the purchaser shall, immediately on the fall of the hammer, sign the memorandum recording the sale and pay to the auctioneer the deposit, being 10% of the purchase price. And further terms to draw to your attention: firstly, the properties and chattels remain at the sole risk of the vendor until possession is given and taken. And of course, regards the title and boundaries, the vendor shall not be bound to point out the boundaries of the property. The purchaser is deemed to have accepted the vendor's title, and to no error, omission, or misdescription of the property or the title shall annul the sale or entitle either party to compensation. So our first offering for you this morning, number 120 Medina Place in Ohoka. Let me take you to the contract of sale and a brief reminder of what we have on offer here for you today. Formally described as Lot 40, Deposit of Plan 78405, Title Identifier 45A, Folio 218. Start that again. Title reference 45A, Folio 218 in the Canterbury region. An area today of 1.910 hectares more or less, which is about 4.5 acres approximately. So thank you for those of us that still think in the old term, but in the modern term 1.291 hectares is the legal description. The legal size. Now, just taking you for a brief tour of the property again. It's a beautifully appointed property we have here on offer here for you. 4 excellent bedrooms, lovely family living, and really nice spacious living areas inside. You can see how beautifully appointed the kitchen area is there. Simply no excuse for a bad meal from that kitchen, I'm sure you will agree. Lovely flowing living areas, you can see set up to capture all day sun. Of course, externally with that 1.2 hectares or thereabouts, you've got the excellent 3-bay shed and the lock-up workshop as well, and of course the olive groves and pictures of it there for you. But lifestyle choice awaits you here, just on the edge of the city cusp and not too far away, an easy commute into the central city, ladies and gentlemen. So certainly here to help you with your decision buying this morning. and ready to say go for you at number 120 Medina Place in Ohoka. 1.2 hectares or thereabouts. Where do we say go, buyers? Here to help you out this morning. Opening bid's what I'm looking for in the room. Where do we say go? Silence deceives. Here to help you, buyers. Call a figure. Work with you. Anywhere you like. I'm looking for a clue from the auctioneer. Well, let me make it very clear, we won't sell the property today, ladies and gentlemen, and that is $500,000. Happy to place the opening bid on the owner's behalf at $500,000, unless it comes from the floor, of course, at $500,000. Do I have to say 10 on from this point? Let's move it along nicely in 10s from there at 500 on the opening bid, now at 5 the money. Travelling with the auctioneer's bid at this stage at $500,000, won't dwell here, ladies and gentlemen, take it to 10 if you will, at $500,000, 10 to help me out at any stage at all. $500,000, don't let me miss you at 500. Won't hesitate, 510 and still with the auctioneer now, $510,000, what's the decision to be at 510? First time I call it then at 510,000. 520 now, bidder in there we are at 520, on the telephone there now at 520, won't dwell at this level either at $520,000, happy to call 30 now, 30 back with the auctioneer against the telephone bidder and the rest of the room, 530, travelling in 10 still. Are we all done in silent then at $530,000 now, call me an even 40 if you will. Once called on the 30,000 now, twice then at $530,000, are we in, out, done and silent. Third,
530.
I had 30, so you happy at 40?
You want to go to 40? You'll be on the
Yes, at this point, $530,000 with the auctioneer the bid at the moment. Last chance then at $530,000. First time.
540.
$540,000 then. I'll take your bid to $540,000. Good buying at this level, I'm sure you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen, at 540. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's no further bid in the room, it's certainly not on a level that I can sell the property, but I'll have a dialogue with my highest bidder. I won't keep taking vendor bids against your man on the telephone there at 540 on that bid holding. A little bit of work to...
560, Roger.
$560,000. Same exercise there, ladies and gentlemen. 560 now. Is there any advance before we go, ladies and gentlemen? Because I will commence a dialogue with my highest bidder there at 560. First, second, third, final time at 560. Anybody else? No, don't want you to leave the room and say, well, hang on a second, Roger, I thought about it. Because 580,
Roger.
580. 580,000. Let me come and have a chat to you as the highest bidder there, ma'am. Just one moment, please. And we'll start a little bit of music. I'm sure that will come down. Look at that. There we go. It's working. System works. Thank you. Just one moment on that bid. 580 and Holly. Thank you. Is out of town, but we've been in communication by the telephone and with our telephone bidder and representative here today. I can tell you that we have made progress to the point that we confirm from the telephone now that we stand at 621.
Stand at 621, Paul.
Thank you. At 621, ladies and gentlemen, that's not a level I can sell the property today, unfortunately. So my instructions from the owner are, if there is no further bid, ladies and gentlemen, the property is to be passed in, and we'll continue dialogue outside of the auction arena. And I'm sure that Sue and our purchasers will continue to work very closely together to endeavour to reach a satisfactory conclusion. Unless, of course, there is a further bid from the floor right here, right now, beyond 621. Last chance then, ladies and gentlemen.
Just hold for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just holding it. Okay.
621. No advance at this point. Last chance then, ladies and gentlemen, 621 from the floor here right now at 621. And in the absence of any further bid, I will pass the property into it.
625.
Oh, we have an increase to 625. In that case, I will once again consult my owners, ladies and gentlemen, at 625,000. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your patience. At the moment, clearly a lot of toing and froing is required here in the property market, and I'll let you into a little known secret that when I first started as an auctioneer about 21 years ago, I was 6'3". all the toing and froing and negotiation over the years has taken its toll, as you can see. Now, on a slightly more serious note, I can confirm that the bid stands at 625, but once again, that is not at a level that I can sell the property today. So, unless there's a further bid from the floor or the telephone again, then we will be passing the property in. So again, ladies and gentlemen, at 625, any advance before we go, once, twice, third and final time now at 625. And in that case, Sue, I'll pass the property back to you. To my telephone bidder, please convey them our thanks for their negotiation and good luck to the parties in an endeavour to reach a resolution today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll pass the property at Medina Place in, and it remains available for sale. Your interest should be directed to Sue Roberts.